Pepsi is one of the most popular beverages in the world. Every day, 150 trucks filled with this drink leave the factory. It is sold in more than 200 countries. But have you ever wondered how Pepsi Cola is made? We visited the largest Pepsi factory in Europe to discover the manufacturing process. It was created in 1893 by the American pharmacist Kale Creator's House. Later, it was renamed Pepsi Cola and marketed as a tonic for stomach ailments. Soft drinks are hugely popular beverages consisting mainly of carbonated water, sugar, and flavorings. In the early 1880s, pharmacists experimented with powerful stimulants to add to soda water, including cola nuts and coca leaves. In 1886, an Atlanta pharmacist, John Pemberton, took the fateful step of combining cocoa with cola, creating what would become the world's most famous beverage, Coca-Cola. Until the 1890s, sodas were produced manually, from individually blowing bottles to filling and packaging. Over the next 2 decades, automated machinery increased significantly, enhancing soda plant productivity. Pepsi reformulated the Pepsi Cola recipe to resemble Coca-Cola more closely. As a result, its sales started to rise rapidly, and in some areas, it managed to surpass Coca-Cola. This factory is the largest PepsiCo plant in Europe. PepsiCo plant was founded in 1991 and is currently one of the largest beverage factories worldwide. After multiple improvements in recent years, the plant currently covers an area of 31,000 square meters with 6 production lines. But what does it take to prepare a Pepsi? It all starts with water, in this case, coming from one of the 4 water sources of the plant, 250 meters underground. The water undergoes a thorough filtration process. Water quality is crucial for the success of a soft drink, as carbonated water constitutes up to 94% of a soda. Carbon dioxide adds that special sparkle to the drink and also acts as a mild preservative. Carbon dioxide is particularly suitable for sodas because it is inert, relatively economical, and easy to liquefy. The distinctive flavor of Pepsi is created by adding concentrate to water, a recipe that has been a well-guarded secret for over 100 years. The concentrate is produced only in 3 plants worldwide, and the factory uses concentrate produced in the Irish city of Cork. 20 types of syrups are prepared daily to meet production needs, and the sugar adds sweetness and body to the drink, enhancing the mouthfeel for the consumer's enjoyment. To prevent the growth of microorganisms and avoid spoilage, preservatives are added to the mixture. Antioxidants maintain color and flavor. Ingredients are transported to batch tanks where they are carefully blended. Carbonation is added to the finished product by slightly pressurizing the beverage with carbon dioxide. Once the mixture is complete, the drink is ready and moves to the bottling line. Plastic bottles are made from special plastic formulations. After heating, they are placed in molds that give them the proper shape, and then they are blow molded. Everything is done with extreme speed. Now it's time to fill the bottles with the drink. The final step is adding the cap and label. At each stage of the production process, employees and special devices ensure that Pepsi always has the same taste. Individual batches of the product are meticulously checked in the laboratory, where technicians verify many aspects of quality, such as the correct amount of carbon dioxide and sugar. The beverage is ready for packaging. Robots arrange the number of bottles according to customer orders, and the packaging machine places them in boxes and pallets ready for transport. The plant produces 60 types of products in various capacities and a wide range of packaging. There is also a glass bottle filling line. Empty bottles are washed first. The high temperature helps to remove labels, and they must ensure that the glass is not damaged. Clean bottles are filled, placed in boxes, stored, and picked up by delivery personnel. Trucks are filled with Pepsi bottles, which are then distributed to stores and supermarkets. Aluminum cans are also another popular packaging form. They arrive at the factory directly from the manufacturer. After loading them onto the line, they are transported to the filler, where the beverage is dispensed. After filling, the lid is applied, and its edges are sealed. Then, the cans are turned upside down to check if the container is properly closed. At the end of the line, the cans are turned right side up again and placed in cardboard trays. Each production line fills 36,000 bottles to meet demand. Bringing the secret, well, syrup. You are never gonna know what's inside that syrup that makes you so addicted to it. Myths are that only 2 to 3 people know its recipe. And yeah, the secret recipe for Coca-Cola is stored in a vault. Anyhow, here comes the second main ingredient, carbonated water. Once it's prepared, the secret syrup is added in to give that undeniable taste. Now they are loading the entire material into further chambers for mixing and pouring it through pipes, so they can fill the bottles for you. From now on, there are a bunch of robots and advanced machines to gather up the bottles and unwind them for lining up in proper form. And you know what? Coca-Cola, in its early days, was marketed as a remedy for headaches and hangovers, claiming to be a brain tonic that could relieve exhaustion. Well, man, it still is, at least for many of us. The way these bottles are going through so many dance moves, I think it's just for styling purposes. Now look at that wheel movement. Whatever though, it does look great. Time to fill, fill, and fill. These nozzles are gonna grab those bottles firmly and pour the drink up to a certain level. The bottles are superbly filled up with this amazing drink, and there the caping game begins. And the reason why you feel refreshed while grabbing that shiny, cleaned bottle is because they take baths regularly. It's a smooth and rapid process of putting and tightening the bottle caps to secure the flavors inside. Let me tell you some real mind-blowing stuff. In its first year, when Coca-Cola was introduced in a jug, for the whole year they would be able to sell 9 glasses per day. And now, they sell 200,000 bottles a minute. If I ask myself how much I consume Coke, I do believe this. Here they arrive. All these bottles are being stacked up to be wrapped in cardboard boxes and then in clear plastic sheets, so each box won't lose any of its partners. When it comes to enjoying your favorite fizzy beverage, nothing beats the convenience and coolness of a Coke tin can. Now this roller coaster of some amazing moves isn't just style, but they are a unique and safe way to turn the cans upside down to dry the water droplets, and also such designs do save a lot of space. These nozzles are the best and most satisfying thing I've ever seen. How beautifully they fill up our cans with our favorite beverages. And trust me, every packaging tastes different. Next time, try it. These shiny, compact containers have become an iconic symbol of refreshment. And they're my favorite too. I mean, I don't get why I always choose a tin can over a plastic bottle. You know, during World War II, Coca-Cola played a role in the war effort. The company provided the famous Coke and a Smile to American soldiers, and a portable Coca-Cola bottling plant was even set up on the front lines. Coca-Cola is sold in over 200 countries, and its slogan, Open Happiness, reflects its global appeal. It's a universal language that brings smiles to faces across diverse cultures. These bottles do not just keep going with the flow. They are passed through different detectors, so if any bottle is faulty, they can immediately fix it to maintain that crowing reputation. Time to stamp these bottles with the famous red and white carvings. It has been paired with some unexpected friends over the years. From peanuts to pickles, people have found unique and sometimes peculiar combinations that somehow work like magic with a Coke in hand. Special protocol for special drinks. These coverings are being gathered and piled up in the machine to create some new magic around the world. These hard cardboard are gonna be molded and then stapled over the bunch of bottles for easily carrying them around. This is super crazy. You don't need to rush and tear off that plastic wrap around a bunch of Coke and leave in embarrassment. Just be smart and do exactly like this pretty lady who's easily carrying them around for dinners or maybe movie dates.
Thank you for watching at Ronnie's Mind Palace. We talks everything, never boring.